Doing the old pre-lift live. Let's see. I think it's going to be, we should be able to get about maybe 50 minutes. The guys should be over around 8. A little snowy, so the roads might be a little interesting, so it might take them a little longer. So maybe we'll hang out here longer. But it's going to be all depends on when the guys show up. And ladies, can't forget Sailor. And she's the only one on the team right now with an actual match. A super match. So I'm very excited. Oh, that's what I forgot. Let me see if we got sound. Let's see. Let's see.
A chef-made protein-packed dinner in 2 minutes.
Right after this commercial. You gotta watch commercials on your own channel. Let's see. You gotta watch commercials on your own channel. We got sound. So we'll take that as a win today. We got sound, we got visual. Take that as a win. Let's see. What can what would you guys like to talk about? Anything in particular? Probably some arm wrestling stuff. And remember to hit the old thumbs up. Wow, thank you very much. Whoever hit that thumbs up, thank you very much. If you guys can, remember to hit that thumbs up. It definitely helps out the channel. We'll see. We'll see where this pre-lift live takes us. It'd be a fun one. You never know. Today's training is going to be interesting. It's going to be a full house. So we're going to have to keep the pace moving. We'll have like 6 people. We may break it up into 2 groups, possibly. But we're going to try, see if we can keep the pace going. So if you guys want to see how we train with a labyrinth full of arm wrestlers, you're gonna have to become a member. A member to STONEtv. There's a whole bunch of great stuff on there. Let's see. I got some stuff with me right now. Let's see. This is what I grabbed first. Great choice, Nick. So first, we got the Team Stone strap. Nice buckle, nice heavy duty buckle, nice and long. In case any of your friends have fat hands, but it just also happens to be attached to the corncob handle. So separately, these go for 20 each, but together, if you buy them as a pair, you get them both as 30. So you save, $10. What is that, 25% or something? There's some math guys out there. Let me know the percent because I think it's 25%. I could be mistaken. But some reason you don't like blue. If you don't like blue for some reason, I don't know. Maybe there's some people out there. We got pink. So far, I'll be honest with you, the pinks are going crazy. I think this might be the last pink we have. Um, and depending on who you ask, some people say pink, some people pink purple. Looks pretty pink to me. Well, if you put it next to something purple, you can see the purple. Now we also do have t-shirts. You want a t-shirt that matches with that strap? Just happen to have them right here. We have Team Stone t-shirts. These are nice shirts, comfortable. It also has got the Team Stone on the front, so you can represent the Team Stone, represent the gains. All these things I'm showing you, if you're a member, you get 5% discount on all your purchases. You can use them multiple times a day. Say if you wanted to, say if you bought a shirt and then, 5 minutes later you decided, you know what, I think I need a matching strap. You could also, you could use that discount over and over and over again as long as you're a member. Let's see. And I almost forgot. You can use it for coaching. So that could be big savings. It's a perfect time of year. New Year's resolutions times. And now, next thing I'm going to show you. Now, this is the only thing I talked about and shown you that the discount is not applied to. The reason for that is these shirts, the Total Man 2, the big old 2 on there. Some of our sponsors on the back. So these shirts go for $30. The reason why the discount is not applied is because all the money from these shirts is given to the Turtle Man charity. So it's a good cause. It's a very good cause. All the money from the shirts, the tournament, the raffles, plus we just had, people were donating just because the cause was a good cause. We take the money, we give it to Danny's wife, and she takes the money, puts it into account, and it's like a savings account kind of thing. So by the time she's college age, at least she won't have to worry about the money side. I can't remember the exact number, but I want to say I think we raised like $12,000 if I'm not mistaken. I think it's over that. It could be close to 14. So that's good. Excuse me. I don't think I'm getting sick, but I got feels like I got like a cotton ball stuck up my throat. That's why I keep on having to clear my throat. Maybe I'm going through puberty again. Maybe that's what it is. Second puberty. If you thought the first one was bad, wait until second puberty. That is funny. That is funny. So let's see. Maybe I'll shoot Josh a Facebook message. See if if he wants to hop on, or maybe he's still busy. Very interesting. Some reason I didn't get any of these Facebook messages until just now. There's like 15 Facebook messages, all from yesterday. Man, for some reason it's not working today. Don't worry, guys. We'll get there. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be able to shoot a message. At least not on this tablet. It's very interesting. All right. So we got the message sent. Let's see. Let's see. Oh man, I just got Wacko's message from Saturday. I mean, he messaged me. It was last night, but for some reason I didn't get the notification till now. If you don't know who Chris Wacko is, you're about to find out. All right, just shooting some Facebook messages over. No better time than on the live. Let's see. Let's see. You guys might know who this is. Someone in the group chat. I won't tell you which group chat, but you might know. There's this picture going around. It looks something like this. Some reason, someone screenshotted that and sent it in the group chat. And let's just say the Natty Bros are having fun in the group chat with that picture. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting training session. So I'm just going to turn the screen off. I'll be right back. And we're back. Just had to, I got a little runny nose, so I just didn't want to blow my nose on camera. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that. And the people that do, you got to watch out for those people. That's good old clean fun right there. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Oh, let's see. Yesterday or last night, I didn't remember until about 30 minutes in, but I put the link to join this live if anyone wants to join. Now, that being said, I'm only going to let people on that I personally know, friends, teammates, people I've actually met in person. So if I don't let you on, just, don't be offended. It's just, I'm only letting people on that I know. Oh, like Brian. Brian just showed up. Brian should be here very soon. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, I'll be here in like 30 minutes. 7:26. Lipton's at 8. Um, I'm not sure about Brian. You might want to park in the yard. I know the roads look pretty good, but they're still plowing, so I don't know if they'll give you a hard time about parking on the side street. I don't they might, but you might be better off parking in the yard. Maybe I should let Bill know because and Mike. We should be all right either way. We'll be all right either way. If your cars get towed, we have a Team Stone taxi service. Very convenient. We could drop you off, at your house after training. After training, of course. Um, that's if the car gets towed. It's free, but we do require a very large, generous tip, at least, you know, triple digits. But it is a free ride, but a mandatory triple digit tip. Brian says, "Yeah, that would be good. Yard works." So he doesn't want to try out the Team Stone Uber. That's smart. That's smart. Tend to drive a little crazy after training, especially when they're still amped up. Gotta gotta relax a little bit before you get on the road. But that's good, clean fun. Oh, thank you everyone for hitting the thumbs up. I see we got more thumbs up than we do people, so thank you very much. It definitely helps out. But, yep. Got to get some more propane. We ran out of propane, so it's going to be a cold one. Brian says the Uber goes straight to a tournament no matter what destination you enter. That is funny. Like, I think this, you guys are like, I think this is the wrong way. This isn't the way to my house. Like, I know a shortcut. And then, 6, 7, maybe 8 hours later, sometimes you got to drive for a tournament, especially on a Sunday. We might have to make a big trip to find a tournament on a Sunday, but that's what the internet's for. Speaking of Sunday, I haven't talked to Steel Beach since the last time I told you guys. For they want to do a expo in October. But they said we would probably be on Sunday, and I think Sunday might be a tough day to do a tournament. Especially most of the people that go to the tournaments are driving over 2.5 hours one way. So it might make it tricky. So we're gonna see. Gonna use the old Jedi mind tricks to see if we get it Saturday. Oh, and if anyone's wondering what the Facebook is or the Instagram, that's right there. So feel free to send me a friend request if you guys want to get the T-shirts, the straps, the handles. That's where you message me. Shoot me a message, and we'll be able to mail it right to you. We do like for payments, like Cash App, Zeal, or a whole, I think even Facebook has, there's even Facebook Pay. I think I've done that a few times. Um, but I think Cash App is probably the most convenient for everybody. I think Zeal is only in my area or certain banks, I think. And I wonder, I don't know if you saw any yesterday's training, Brian, at the dungeon, but it was extremely intense. We pulled in the dungeon, we pulled everyone, and then when everyone left, it was just me, Chief, and Danny, and we were messing around with the bully strap. Chief was only doing lefty. Well, he's doing a little righty. His wrist is a little banged up, so he's focusing mostly on lefty right now. So I'll tell you what, my left arm has got a tremendous workout in. I wonder how it's gonna feel today. I was leaving the dungeon. I'm like, man, I might have to modify the workout tomorrow, lighten up some things, but I think we're gonna see how it goes. And if we have to, I'll lighten some things up. But we're gonna see how it goes. You know what? Back to the heater. I keep on complaining. I guess it's not a complaint. It's more of a fun topic. Mine just back to the olden days when we didn't have a heater about a week and a half ago. But one of the best things about the heater is when you go to pick up a dumbbell or anything metal, it doesn't suck the life out of you when it gets well. If anybody's worked out in the cold dumbbells, they like to suck the life out of you, especially when you're tired. But that's all right. It's good training. It's good training. Similar to the dungeon. They got the stove in there. I mean, it gets so it's cold. I mean, it was probably 30 or 40, maybe. A whole bunch of people in there, it warms up. But in the summertime, that's when the dungeon is really interesting. The heat in that second story. I mean, it gets over 100 degrees in there easy. So it's interesting. We got both ends of the spectrum, the heat and cold. Now, there's pros and cons to training in tougher environments. Oh, Brian says, I thought you froze there for a minute. No, I was just thinking about how cold it was, and I froze up, but not in the video, just mentally. That's funny. Let's see. Let's see. What else can we talk about? We talked about today's training. We talked about the dungeon yesterday. There's got to be some other stuff we could talk about before everyone shows up. If you're wondering how cold it is here, this was water when we first got in here. Now it's frozen. So, but that's all right. That's what happens in wintertime. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. If you guys have any topics, let me know. Usually, we got a whole bunch of people throwing questions out there. Some good, some interesting. Some reason it's not arm wrestling, but zombies popped in my head. What's your favorite type of zombie movie? You guys like the slow zombies? Do you guys like the zombies that sprint? I think they're both interesting. I think they should have both. I think some zombies should be fast, some should be slow. Get a nice mixture. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. It's going to be a good day. Got the gains. Let's see. We had a couple clients this morning, a couple of people to train, so they got their gains in. So we're starting the day off right. Let's see. Let me know if you guys got any questions or any topics you'd like to talk about. Arm wrestling, powerlifting, strength related. If there's maybe there's some, strength athletes that you'd like to see venture into arm wrestling. It's a very interesting time for the sport of arm wrestling. It's growing fast. We're getting people in from the strongman world, the powerlifting world, bodybuilding world, um, climbers. I've seen. I think he's a climber. I forgot his name, but he's just he's lifting those layer wheels. He's a smaller dude, but he's strong. Especially when it comes to arm wrestling. Those dang YouTubers always doing YouTube stuff. Oh well, speaking of YouTube, Brian, you know what I thought was interesting? Um, when you were on the live, we didn't get any bleeps. We didn't get any bleeps. So I wonder if it was a coincidence. That's very interesting. Usually, when Josh and I do a joined video, there's like at least 10 bleeps. So I wonder if it was just a coincidence. So Shrin, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm not sure what you mean. Um, Maybe you can rephrase that a little bit. I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it, but I'm not sure what you mean. But definitely appreciate the comment. Glad you're here to hang out with us and all our friends, talk about arm wrestling. This is a good morning too. Shrin says, Stranger Things, Vecna creature. Not sure what that is. Some type of creature. Well, that creature, are they good at arm wrestling? Do they at least have the build for arm wrestling? Do you think they could be a good arm wrestler? That is funny. That is funny. Let's see. What other creatures, since Shrin's talking about creatures, what other creatures would be good at arm wrestling? Bigfoot would probably be pretty good at arm wrestling. The abominable snowman, probably pretty good at arm wrestling. Some people say he's a distant cousin to Bigfoot. Maybe they train together. Maybe once a year they meet up and they have a crazy arm wrestling practice. That would be a good video. Bigfoot versus the abominable snowman and a right arm best of 5. That would be a good one. Let's see, it's 7:43. The guy should be here around 8. Let's see. So, let me know if you guys got any questions, topics. We're talking about creatures. Maybe we could talk about some of the creatures that would be good in the lightweight division. You know, like the gremlins and their meaner cousin. No, the nicer cousin, the Mogwais. You know, they'd probably do pretty well in the featherweight division of arm wrestling creatures. And then I don't know if you guys remember this one. You remember? Have you ever seen Critters? Have you ever seen the movie Critters? I used to watch that all the time as a kid. Kind of like Gremlins, but a little different. The little monster things. But I bet they do pretty good in arm wrestling. That is funny. If anyone's wondering what the Facebook is or Instagram, there it is. So feel free to shoot me a message. If you guys want to get your Team Stone gear, the shirts, the straps, the handles, that's where to find it. Shoot me a message. and we'll be able to mail it right to you. What? It's gonna be a good one. I have a feeling today's training might be a little mentally challenging to get going, but once it gets going, it's going to be a good one. That's what I have a feeling. That's what it feels like. I'm I've been training hard, so we got some carryover from the previous training, but that's all right. Today is Sunday. Today we do the riser, the pronation, back pressure, back. That's going to be a good one. I wonder who is going to be the first teammate to show up today. The Joneses, maybe Mike, maybe Bill. If you don't count myself, because I'm already here, that's a tricky question. I mean, that's tricky. I feel like it's a toss up. It could be any of them. I'm gonna go with the Joneses because Sailor's got a match. I know she's itching to train, so I'm gonna go with the Joneses because I know she's got a match. I bet she's already on the road. Brian says, so you got to pull the Yeti and I got to pull a fucking critter. That's diabolical. That is funny. That'd be a good Halloween video. That is funny. You gotta watch, Brian. You gotta watch out for those little spike things they shoot out. They have like little spikes that paralyze you. So watch out for those spikes that they shoot out of their fur. I don't know. There might be rules to that, but I don't think there's an official rule that you can't shoot people with paralyzing spikes. I mean, as long as you don't elbow foul, I don't think there's an official rule. So we might have to modify the rules a little bit. But that is funny. I wonder what type of Yeti it's going to be. I wonder if it's going to be a mean Yeti or I can't remember what movie it was from, but I remember some cartoon movie where there was a Yeti that was like obsessed with making snow cones. So I wonder if we'll get the snow cone Yeti or the mean Yeti. I wonder. That would be funny. I was just about to. I was like, what about who would Sailor pull? And I was like, oh, you remember in the Gremlins, one of the movies, there was that chick gremlin. That's who she's pulling. She's gonna pull the chick gremlin. Brian says, yeah, critters are no joke. I just hope he lost to a gremlin and went to the B-side first. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. I tell you what, if those critters got to the B side, they're definitely going to use those paralyzed needles that they shoot out. They'll definitely use it. Brian says, you ever see Ghoulies? They were little monsters that came out of the toilet. I've only seen pieces of that movie. I've never watched it all the way through, but I've seen pieces. It was, probably same era as those movies, right? Probably the 80s. But I know what you're talking about. The Ghoulies. I've never watched it all the way through. I've only seen, you know, a couple minutes here and a couple minutes here. Um, but yep, I think those classify as lightweight monster arm wrestlers. The Ghoulies weren't they kind of like they're kind of like similar to the Garbage Pail Kids, like they're kind of like comedy and more like kind of like that kind of, or maybe I'm mistaken. Uncle Charles says Uncle Charles has arrived. All right, welcome, man. Maybe you got some questions. We probably got about 8 minutes left before the guys show up. Train's at 8 a.m. 7:52 right now. So if you got any questions, get them in now because we'll be in the gym about 8 o'clock. That's like 8 minutes, less than 8 minutes. Uncle says just giving a like and hey right now. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. Sailor says we need to get AI to work on these fantasy matches. That would be funny. We might know a couple people that mess around with AI, so maybe we can throw the idea out there, and if they're bored, they'll make it happen. But Uncle Charles has exited, he said. So, well, thanks for hopping in and giving the old thumbs up. Definitely appreciate it. Let's see what other. We're gonna have to have a cyborg division. RoboCop versus Terminator. My money's on Terminator. Best of 5. That is funny. $7.54. Getting closer to training. We're going to have to keep this pace going. We have a full house. We're going to have to keep the pace going. Everyone's going to have to be on their A game. Otherwise, it's going to get kicked out. We're going to wait out in the snow while we get all our gains. Oh, and look at that. Bill gets the first spot. So, that being said, guys, I'm going to get ready to hop off, do the old send off. Brian says, I don't know, bro. I heard RoboCop has a nasty Kings move. That's all right. Terminator. It's going to rip the RoboCop's bicep. But on that note, I want to say thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you had fun. We're going to go in and get ready for the gym. It'll be a members only video. So if you want to watch and lift along with us, you're going to have to become a member. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you very, very soon.